to Eloise, who grew up at the Park Plaza Hotel. I grew up at Holyoke Hospital. Everyone knew me as Mrs. Ezzat's daughter. And that was not just in the hospital, but in the community. I felt a little bit like, you know, the celebrity's child. People just spoke of my mother so warmly all the time, and always about the good things that she was doing, the people that she was fighting for. Both she and my father have always been very service-oriented. They cared deeply about children and about other human beings.
She just had an amazing gift with all her patients, but she especially loved children. And she just had a way of figuring out their learning style, and no matter what their challenges were, they just succeeded beyond expectations.
She's like the kid whisperer. You know, they do anything for her. They love her.
She always said that she never felt like she worked a day because it was just her passion.
Her passion, her dedication, you know, and ultimately her skill. She always knew how to get kids to talk, how to get stroke patients to connect. She worked with people who had severe brain injuries, and she could always find a way. And people today still talk about her as the miracle worker.
Esmat is a unique individual. She developed that speech and hearing clinic, is what it was back then, with just a closet somewhere, but developed over the years the premier speech and hearing clinic. She was a great community organizer.
I'm not sure how she did it, but she had kids bust into us, I believe from Head Start, and all these little ones would just get off the bus and they would have their speech screened, their hearing screened, and it was just all part of the program that she created. And she created a developmental clinic to help work with all of the kids right at the center.
Personally, she's a delight. She's a fabulous cook. She's a great conversationalist. But more than that, she loved this hospital. She was dedicated here, and it didn't matter who the barrier was. She fought for money, she fought for space, she fought for equipment. That was her, I think, gift to this hospital.
My son was having trouble in school. There was a meeting that his counselors and his therapist at school wanted to have. Mrs. Ezzat said, "I don't think you're going in the right direction with John. If you don't follow what I'm saying to you, I'm going to take John out of the school system and you are going to pay for him." Well, they did what she said, and now he's going to Westfield State. Mrs. Ezzat is the most humble, dedicated employee. She cares for those children like they're her own.
I've never seen someone as feisty, determined, and right.
She is very strong. My mother does not go down without a fight. I think that is what so many of her patients remember about her strength and her courage and fighting the system where she can.
She served on the board of directors of the Loomis Communities for many years. Just one of the best board members we ever had. Besides being so loving and caring about everybody, she just has that natural mentoring.
She's a force of nature. You can't say no to her. You can't. And she just looks for the best in people, and she brings it out. She brings out the best in you, and she makes you want to try harder and to be a better person.
She always asked you and challenged you to do more and saw potential in you that you didn't know was there. She's just your best friend. I still see patients today and they say, "Did you work with Mrs. Ezzat?" And you know, they all remember her, and she just saw generations. So she knew the kids, the grandkids, the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents. She's the reason they come back. It's because they have just such a great memories from everything that she did.
Her legacy is really seeing the future and the potential of the people who she treated so long ago. That's what really makes her happy.